Thank you for tuning in to this online version of the MCPS boundary analysis presentation. We'll be walking through the presentation that was given during the 6 community workshops in Montgomery County, Maryland for Phase 1 of the boundary analysis study. The purpose of this project is to provide a comprehensive assessment of school boundaries in light of county growth. We're going to receive community feedback on the challenges to creating diverse, well-utilized schools that are easy to get to. And we're going to create collaboratively a better understanding of how utilization, diversity, and proximity, or school travel times, are related in Montgomery County school clusters. Throughout this process, we're going to be reinforcing MCPS's core values of learning, respect, and excellence, as well as equity. And we'd like to remind everyone that the purpose of this study is not to redraw school or cluster boundaries, nor is it to create recommendations for boundary changes. Our expected outcomes will include a summary of community engagement, which includes interviews, focus groups, and public meetings, a summary of our data analysis, including benchmarking data on similar school districts, and those two elements will be combined in our report to create a critical data resource that Montgomery County Public Schools can use to understand the metrics that we're looking at when we develop a deeper understanding of school assignment stability, utilization, diversity, and proximity. Once again, the study will not make recommendations on potential boundary changes. Our team is led by WXY Studio, a planning and design studio with experience doing school boundary analysis and school policy work in New York City, Westchester County, Boston, Massachusetts, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Our team is supported by experts in urban planning and urban design, data analysis and data visualization, and community engagement. We're also supported by public engagement associates, a local facilitation and public engagement specialist based in the DMV. In addition, we are joined by Transpar Consulting, our transportation consultants, who will help to better inform us of how proximity and distance to school, as well as travel times and traffic, impact students in Montgomery County Public Schools. Our project takes into account 3 key lenses: utilization, diversity, and proximity. Utilization considers building capacity and feeder patterns into schools. Diversity considers the demographics of student bodies and socioeconomic equity. And proximity considers distance to schools and existing transportation patterns. All 3 of these lenses factor into impacting assignment stability, or the number of times that a student is impacted by boundary changes during their career in MCPS. As with all of our work at WXY Studio, our project approach to the MCPS boundary analysis study combines data analysis and community engagement in an iterative fashion. Our data analysis will help inform both the consultants, MCPS, and the community at large about existing metrics and existing conditions in Montgomery County Public Schools, while our community engagement will further inform the questions that we're asking ourselves in this report. Not only will our community engagement feedback be included in the final report to MCPS, but it will also influence the further data analysis and data visualization that we do in Phase 2 of the project. Our project will take place in 3 phases. Phase 1, data analysis, community awareness, and idea gathering, where we'll be both sharing our process to the community and inviting community members to give feedback on the 3 key lenses that we'll be looking at through this study. This community engagement includes 6 regional public meetings, as well as targeted outreach to communities who may be otherwise hard to reach or may face burdens to coming out to public meetings. Phase 2 will include testing ideas and metrics, based on the feedback that we're getting from members of the public, as well as data analysis that we've conducted in phase 1. And then in phase 3, we'll develop our final report and presentation to the board.